Dreaming of an outdoor getaway but completely unsure how to secure that perfect campsite in one of Ohio's stunning state parks? Well, stay with us because today we are turning you into a reservation expert. Welcome to The Explainer. I'm your host, and we're going to dive right into the exact tools you need to lock in your dream spot in the great outdoors without breaking a sweat.
Seriously, have you ever felt just totally overwhelmed staring at those booking calendars? The endless park options, the super rigid booking windows. It's a lot. But hey, stress no more. By the end of this explainer, I promise we're going to make this entire reservation process feel completely effortless for you.
All right, let's dive into our roadmap for today. We'll start with preparing for your trip, then move right into the step-by-step booking process. After that, we'll talk choosing the right campsite, followed by navigating rules and cancellations, and finally, we'll wrap it up with some insider tips for success.
Okay, let's kick things off with Section 1, preparing for your trip. Before you even open your laptop, you need a mental checklist. You got to know your preferred park names, your exact dates, your total group size, and you'll need a valid email address to set up your account. Oh, and here's a massive pro tip. If you're bringing an RV or a travel trailer, you literally have to know its exact rig length. And yes, that includes the width of your slide-outs. Having this precise measurement ready is going to save you from some serious headaches when you filter sites later. Because let's be real, nobody wants to accidentally book a 20-foot pad for a 35-foot motorhome.
Now keep this magic number in mind, 6. Ohio State Park campsite reservations open up exactly 6 months prior to your desired arrival date. These popular parks spread like wildfire, so marking your calendar for that exact 6-month mark is absolutely critical if you want to snag a spot.
Moving right along to Section 2, the step-by-step booking process.
Okay, so let's say you're trying to book a highly sought-after site at Hocking Hills. The very first thing you need to know is the term OHID. This is the state of Ohio's secure digital login system. Setting up your free OHID account in advance is your mandatory step number 1. You honestly can't even access the statewide inventory or process a single reservation without this customer profile. So get that done early.
All right, so how do we actually get that Hocking Hills spot? Let's walk through the 5 essential steps. First up, access reserveohio.com and log in with that OHID we just talked about. Second, enter your desired park, your dates, and how long you plan to stay. Third, hit those filters. This is where you plug in your site preferences and that exact vehicle length. Fourth, you'll select your specific site using the interactive map view. And finally, step 5, just pay the base rate, taxes, and the reservation fee to lock the whole thing in. Getting comfortable with this online portal is super important, mainly because walk-in bookings have been phased out at almost all state parks.
While you're going through this, you might bump into a common troubleshooting question: what in the world are add-on dates? Well, it's actually pretty simple. If your planned trip extends just slightly beyond that initial 6-month booking window, add-on dates allow you to securely book the very end of your trip right then and there. It's a lifesaver because it saves you from waiting a few extra days and risking losing your favorite site to someone else.
Now for the fun part, Section 3, choosing the right campsite.
Not all camping experiences are created equal, and there's actually a really big difference between state-run parks and private campgrounds. Ohio State Parks, which you book via Reserve Ohio, are all about nature. We're talking gorgeous hiking trails, scenic gorges at places like John Bryan, and fantastic lake access at Buck Creek. On the flip side, private campgrounds offer much more of a resort vibe. You'll find Whibbit water parks at spots like Ridge Ranch or massive swimming pools at the Dayton KOA, and you actually book those directly with the properties themselves. So you've got to decide, do you want a loud, fun arcade or a quiet nature trail? That completely dictates where you should be looking.
Budget-wise, it's important to know that rates naturally fluctuate based on the utilities at your site. A standard non-electric site, perfect for tent camping, averages around $17 a night. Super budget-friendly, right? If you step up to an electric site, you're looking at about $28. And for the whole shebang, a full hookup site with water, sewer, and electric, that tops out around $39. Knowing this really helps you balance your wallet with your comfort level.
When you're ready to actually pick your site on Reserve Ohio, please use the interactive map view feature. Don't just blindly pick a number from a list. Use that map to strategically check how close your site is to the shower houses, the vault toilets, or the lake. Trust me, picking a spot that actually fits your family's daily routine is a total game changer for your trip.
Next up, let's talk logistics in Section 4, navigating rules and cancellations.
So what happens if your plans change? Here's how the tiered refund system works. If you give a notice of 15 days or more before your trip, you'll get a full refund, just minus the reservation fee. Cut it a bit closer, say 7 to 14 days prior, and that drops to a 50% refund. And if you cancel with 6 days or less notice, there's absolutely zero refund. Looking at these tiers, it is pretty clear why giving at least a 15-day notice is so absolutely crucial for protecting your wallet.
To put that all into perspective, let's look at the master timeline of your trip. The 6-month mark? That's when your booking window opens. The 15-day mark is your absolute hard deadline for a full refund. On the day you arrive, 3 p.m. is your official check-in time, and on departure day, 1 p.m. is when you need to be checked out. Keeping this timeline in your head makes the whole journey so much smoother.
Now here's a detail that totally catches people off guard: the reservation fee. That $6.50 charge is completely non-refundable, no matter what, because it covers administrative costs. But here's the really big one. If you are a no-show and you don't communicate with the park, you automatically forfeit all the fees you paid and they'll release your site to someone else. Seriously, if you're running late, always give them a quick call.
All right, let's get into the good stuff. Section 5. Insider Tips for Success.
If you want to snag the absolute best sites, here is your insider playbook. First off, try targeting the shoulder seasons. Think May, September, or October, when demand really softens up. Second, look for midweek availability instead of battling everyone for a holiday weekend. Third, leverage the portal to set up waitlist email notifications for sites that are already booked. Fourth, definitely enroll in the State Parks Rewards program to earn points toward future discounts. And lastly, pre-save your payment details right in your OHID profile so you can check out in a flash. Honestly, using these tips will dramatically boost your chances of scoring a spot at high-demand parks.
Oh, and keep the number 90 in the back of your mind as an exception. Remember how state parks have a 6-month booking window? Well, Ohio State forests play by different rules. They have a much shorter 90-day booking window. Plus, some forest campgrounds like Zaleski are still strictly first come, first served. So always double-check if you're looking at a state park or a state forest.
Just a quick disclaimer before we wrap up today. We all know digital systems and government policies change all the time. So verifying all this information directly on the official portal, reserveohio.com, before you plan your trip is an absolute must. You always want to make sure you have the most up-to-date info on fees, cancellation rules, and website changes.
So, what does this all mean for you? Are you ready to navigate Reserve Ohio with total confidence and claim your ultimate outdoor getaway? You've got the exact roadmap, the insider timeline knowledge, and the pro tips to beat the crowds. I highly encourage you to use what we've covered in this explainer to book that dream trip. And hey, jump into the comments and share your booking victories with us. We'd love to hear about it. Thanks for joining me, and happy camping.